Okay, so this is Randy Castaldi coming back at you today, and promised you some training. So we did a training class today at the dealership. That's going to be cut and edited, and will be coming at you tomorrow. But I'm going to kind of recap what we talked about today. First, let's get right to training, because that's what I promised y'all. The 900-pound gorilla. We're going to tackle that right now. We call it the phone, but to most people, it looks like a 900-pound gorilla. And I can prove it. If it wasn't, then people would follow up all the time. And we'd call our sold customers, wouldn't we? But that doesn't happen, does it? So the reason why I think the phone's a 900-pound gorilla and we're afraid of it is either just two reasons, and only two. You're either afraid, and it's called fear, false evidence appearing real. That's the acronym for it, by the way. Or you're just lazy. Now, I'd rather you tell me you're afraid, so we can go ahead and overcome it. If you're lazy, your boss probably doesn't need you, right? Okay, good. So here's some numbers, because I always say if you know the numbers, you'll never quit. And maybe if you know the numbers, you'll follow up more. We only close about 17% of all customers that come in the dealership. And knowing that, I'm here to tell you that means about 83% don't buy on the first day. So what do we need to do? We need to follow up, right? And another thing is, we turn away 83%, and then we don't follow up 90% of those people. Well, 9 times 8, that means 72 of the people never get followed up on, at least in a timely fashion. So we need to get better at follow-up and understanding what the numbers are, and that 85% of everybody buys within 3 days, right, of making a buying decision. So they decide at home before they leave, almost everybody, 9 out of 10. We turn 83% away, and then we don't follow up 72 of those folks. How do numbers sound so far? Not too good. But that's why there's a lot of room for improvement. So let's get back to the 900-pound gorilla. Let me give you some help on the phone. The body of every single phone script sounds something like this. Hi, my name is, I'm calling from, and the reason for my call is. It's just that simple. My name is, I'm calling from, and the reason for my call. I don't care if it's a service appointment that didn't show up and you're in service. You could say, hey, my name is, I'm calling from, and I noticed you had a service appointment, and I just wanted to make sure that you got all the help you wanted and deserved. Something like that, or whatever. But I can tell you this, if you don't say nothing and you never call, you're probably not going to capture any business. Now let's just say you're following up on a customer that, well, had an appointment and didn't come in. Hi, my name is, I'm calling from ABC Motors, and the reason for my call is I noticed that you had an appointment. Hey, by the way, how were you treated when you came in? Oh, you didn't make it. Well, I'm glad I called. Something like that. But if you never call, you're probably never going to know. And let me promise you one thing. It's not the business that you know about that you lose that affects us the most. It's the business and the deals that you never knew that you lost that hurts you the most. I promise you that. And that's what keeps us average. So stop looking at the phone as a 900-pound gorilla. We'll get to some more stuff on this, and I'm going to end with this. People can absolutely feel and see your enthusiasm, or lack of it, when you make a phone call, just like in person. So have a mirror there, be smiling, shoulders back, head up, and be enthusiastic when you're talking on the phone, just like we mentioned in person, right? And then do yourself a favor, practice what you're going to say before you say it, and remember that simple body of every phone script. Hi, my name is, I'm calling from, and the reason for my call is, all within the first 15 seconds. If you do that, you're going to win more often, and have an ability to say next when you're on the phone. Because I promise you this, if you practice on the phone, just like in person, you're going to get better. So I hope this